I'm just going to put a timer on because I can speak underwater about photography, and if I don't pull myself up, we might be here all night. Thank you, Christian, for the introduction, and Julie for welcoming me. Thank you to the academic staff and the staff of PSC, but most importantly, thank you to all the graduates and students here this evening and your family and friends. It's a real honour to actually be here, and an honour to be asked to talk to you, and seeing the work that I've just seen on the screen is a testament to the quality of work being taught here and being learned and practiced by the students. It's a really, really remarkable place. I won't go further without acknowledging the Indigenous custodians of the land, the Bunurong people, all the Indigenous artists, storytellers and diplomats of this region, and also all the Indigenous and Torres Strait Islanders that I've personally met who have shared stories with me. And I've been fortunate enough to be in close collaboration and working in collaboration with a number of Aboriginal storytellers, artists, performers over the years, and I've learned a great deal from being in their presence. It is somewhat of an honour and slightly nerve-wracking to be asked to speak to you this evening. I've made some notes, but in the program you can see that I'm referred to as a photographer, educator and storyteller. So if I veer off into storytelling and off my notes, please indulge me. The idea of graduating from photography is an interesting one. We live in a world that is becoming more and more aligned with visual representation. We live on our phones, we live through Instagram, we live and we communicate through images more and more. It is a very important medium, no matter what anyone tells you. The slideshow that you'll see this evening, as Christian mentioned, is not only my work, it is a project that I am part of and have produced over the last year in conjunction with ABC and photographers from the Oculi Collective. It's called the Crumbling Australian Dream, and it's a photojournalism project on the housing crisis throughout Australia. Now, this project came about not as a commission. It didn't come about as a photo editor picking up the phone and saying, hey, we would like you to do this. It was an idea that was born out of curiosity, and it was born out of interest and concern. And it's very collaborative in nature. And that is one thing that, as the years have rolled over and I've got older and have more experience under my belt, as you all will in due course, you start to realise the importance of collaboration. You start to realise that what you achieve on your own is not as powerful as what you will achieve with others. And this project, 2 essays of the 9 photo essays have been published on the ABC. This is the first time in public that a lot of the work will be shown. So I'm very proud of this project, but what I'm especially proud of is that 5 photographers worked together and researched and collaborated and united to make something stronger than each one of us could do on our own. Now, you're all pretty au fait with cameras, having graduated from one of the premier institutions of photography education in the country. And it's quite remarkable because I've only been in Melbourne 2.5 years, and Melbourne is undoubtedly the cultural capital of Australia, but PSC, in terms of the quality of teachers, many of whom I know personally, and students, also a number of whom I've met over the last few years, places it at the centre of this great city and its love of photography. The truth about photography is that We use a camera, but it's not our most valuable asset. The most valuable asset, in my eyes, in a photographer's tool belt is time. Time is paramount. We all have finite amount of time, but I urge you, if I could give one thing across apart from collaborate with others, is to spend time on your work. Don't rush it. When you graduate, you feel like you want to be in a rush and get things done, but spend time with your work and consider what you actually want to say. Follow your heart and really spend the time on a project that moves you, that interests you and that concerns you. That is where you will find something that is not only important to you, but speaks to society as well. When I was younger, I used to rush a lot, and many would say that I still do. But this project that I've been working on for the last 12 months has really taught me how to slow down. And I really have valued and found the value in appreciating time. So I urge you to think about slowing down just when you're starting to speed up. Follow your heart. The work that I've seen on the wall here tonight, before the slideshow that I'm presenting of the graduates' work, there's work on there that I wouldn't even know how to do. Technically, it's really, really good. What I would urge you to do is use that technical capability, but also develop your own personal projects. One of the things that I've found most important to me looking back on the last 20, 25 years of making images is the work that has been personally driven, that hasn't been commissioned, that's been born out of interest, that's been born out of a desire to go and investigate the world around me, whether it's photographing friends or family or locations that are close to home. Use the camera and use your inquisitive nature to explore the world around you. People ask, why has photography sustained me for so long? Is it the pictures? What is it about photography? And if I had to put it into a very succinct description, which I probably should because I don't have much time left, I place a really high importance on relationships. You all have a network of fellow graduates, of fellow students, of staff, of visiting lecturers in this establishment already. The relationships that you form here and the relationships that you will form with subjects and collaborators as you go forward, take them seriously and really respect those who you're working with. Because who you're working with now and who you're working with in a few years' time, you're still going to be working and seeing them years down the track. And relationships, I think, last longer than we think they're potentially going to. I'm still in close connection with the person who first gave me my first ever job out of university. And if you told me that 25 years ago, I would have said, you're absolutely crazy. But we're both still working in the industry, and we have a strong relationship that continues to inspire. So while I have moved on to teach and to be in a position of sharing knowledge, one of the things that I cherish is always remaining a student. We all can learn from each other, no matter what stage you are in life. And one thing I really value about working in photojournalism is that I may have the privilege to tell stories of others, but it's those people who I learn the most from. So this is the final picture in my slideshow, which is indication that I have probably gone over 8 minutes. But again, it's a great honour. Hold your head up high. Photography is important. Storytelling is important. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Go out and follow your heart and follow your dreams. Thank you very much.